Hi guys, it's Melissa back again with Kith and Kin. I just want to share with you a couple genealogy details that you will need to know when you are entering in information to the FamilySearch.org database. So these are really important things. Let's go to our father that we just entered, Mr. Smith here, and we're going to talk about entering dates and places into the vital records. So if you go into your father's page, you'll see here where it says vitals. You're going to open that up and you'll see where it says birth. Click on edit. Now, the way that genealogists enter dates can be a little bit different. The way that we enter them is we put the date first, and then the month, and then the year. So when you are writing information, notes from your grandparents, when they tell you when their parents were born, or when you're entering information into Family Search or finding information from sources on various websites, web pages, whatever, you want to make sure that you document these dates accurately, because 10/12/1946 is a lot different than 12/10/1946. So make sure you have the right day and month in the system and that you select the correct date when you standardize it. So we'll say that our father was born on the 10th of December 1946. And you know that you have that correct when you see that green check mark that says that the date was standardized. Just make sure that you entered the correct date that you have from your notes or from various records. Now we're going to go to where he was born. And this is important when you're trying to say where that family migrated to, where they came from, where they are now. So you want to make sure that you have an accurate birthplace. So you can get this from draft registration or enlistment records. You can get this from birth records, or sometimes a secondary source, a death record. Sometimes those aren't always accurate because the person entering the information at the time of death may not know exactly where they were born, or sometimes even when they were born. So death records as a birth source aren't always accurate, but they can get you pretty close. So we'll say that they were born Topeka, Kansas. And you can see when I type in Topeka, Kansas, United States, that there are a couple options. We can say that he was born in Topeka City, Shawnee County, Kansas, Topeka Township, Shawnee County, Texas, or Topeka, Shawnee County, Kansas Territory, United States, before it became a state. And then Topeka Township, Shawnee County, Kansas Territory, United States. So depending on the time that they were born, the time period, or what information you know is what you would enter here. So maybe you know that it was Topeka City, Shawnee County, Kansas. And then you would put the information is family record. Say you have the obituary, or maybe you have the birth record, or family Bible. Sometimes that is a source that people use. And you can copy those photos and attach them as a source, and note that here as a reason that that information is correct. This box here is not for notes. This box here is to prove the information up here. So when you're entering information here, you will state why you know that the birth date and the birthplace are correct. And then you would click Save. And the same is for the death. When you enter their death or burial dates, you will put the date and then the month and then the year. You'll know that it's correct when you see that standardized date. And we can put that he also died in Topeka, Kansas. Okay. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but let's look here. Topeka could also be in Mississippi or Indiana or Illinois, and that's something that you need to be aware of. If grandma tells you, oh yeah, they were born and they died in Topeka, well, make sure you know what state they lived in, or your birth record and death record will have the state name of record. So keep that in mind when you're entering this information, that you have the correct information entered, because Topeka, Mississippi is obviously different than Topeka, Indiana. And so you'll enter your correct information, why you know that information is correct, and then you'll click save. Okay, and in next video, you can look forward to me showing you how to add that source information. So come back and see me again, and comment below what information you look to find about your mom and dad and your ancestors. So we'll see you again. Thanks. Bye.